Hello guys, welcome to the class. Today we are going to discuss about indices. And we discuss some laws of indices and we solve some very short questions related to indices. So first of all, what is indices? We know the meaning of indices. The word indices, it is the plural of index. Index is a singular word and its plural is indices. So index, the meaning of index is power, or it is also known as the exponent. Like the plural of vertex is vertices. So indices is the plural of index, and the meaning of index is power or exponent. Power or exponent or index, it has the same meaning. For example, if we have a to the power 3, this a is known as the base and 3 is known as the power or index or exponent. So after knowing the meaning of indices, now there are some laws of indices which are very useful for us. These give the basic concept, fundamentals of the indices. How do we operate the different indices while doing the problem, solving the problems in the exercise. So first we have product law of indices. So what is product law? If we have a to the power 4 into a to the power 3. So what will be the product? A to the power 4 is a into a into a into a, and a cube is a into a into a. So altogether how many a's? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. A to the power 7. So the same thing, without doing so, we can write a to the power 4 plus 3 like this. So it is a to the power 7. If we have the same base and it is in the multiplication form, on the same base the powers are added in this way. This is known as the product law of indices. In general form we write a to the power m into a to the power n. If we are multiplying, this becomes a to the power m plus n. We use this law of indices in the product form. Similarly, in number 2 we have quotient law of indices. Quotient law means it is while dividing. If we have a to the power 4 upon a square, then it is a into a into a into a upon a into a cancel, another a cancel. So what we get? A into a, it is a square. This is very simple method. Now if we use this quotient law, look here, it can be written as a to the power 4 minus 2, that is a square. So very simply, when we have the same base, when we have the division, that means quotient form. So while dividing, if the numerator denominator both have the same base, then we can collect the power together, either numerator or denominator, just changing the sign. If we are bringing this denominator to numerator, like look here now, plus 2 becomes minus 2. Similarly, this 4 also can be brought to the denominator, making 2 minus 4, but generally we express the power in a positive form. So in which side the power is bigger? In which side we will get the positive power, positive index? We transfer towards the same side. So you have understood, it is the quotient law of indices. In general, we write a to the power m upon a to the power n is equal to a to the power n minus n, or we can write 1 upon a to the power n minus n. If m is greater than n, to express the power in positive form, we bring this n to the numerator, making m minus n. Sometimes if we have n is greater than m, then we can bring this down also. When n is brought to the numerator, it becomes minus n. When this m is brought to the denominator, minus m, which power is transferred, and its sign changes there. This is quotient law. Now we have 3 number power law. If we have a square power 3, we have double power of a here. So in this case it is a square into a square into a square. So it is a to the power 2 plus 2 plus 2. We can write a to the power 6. Or directly you can multiply the power a to the power 2 into 3. You get a to the power 6. Now see, different powers of the same base are multiplied together. This is known as the power law of indices, like a to the power 2 to the power 3 to the power 4. So in this case it is a to the power 2 into 3 into 4. It is a to the power 24. So any number of powers of the same base are multiplied together. In general form, it can be written as a to the power m to the power n is equal to a to the power mn. Or sometimes if we have a upon b to the power m, it can be written as a to the power m upon b to the power m, like this also. And one important thing, if we have b upon a to the power minus m, if we interchange the numerator denominator, a upon b to the power, we can write m. So this law also will be very useful for us. That means when numerator denominator are interchanged, the power of the common power of is the sign of the common power is changed there. If it is plus, it become negative minus. If it is minus, it become plus. This is power law. Now similarly we have negative index law. Negative index law means if we have a to the power minus 2, if it is brought down, it becomes 1 upon a square. If we have 1 upon a to the power minus m, if it is brought up, this is a to the power m. Or a to the power minus m is equal to 1 upon a to the power m. So when power, it is transformed from numerator to denominator or denominator to numerator, its sign changes. This is known as the negative index law. Similarly, we have power 0 law. It is very common. A to the power 0 is equal to 1. 3f to the power 0, it is 1. 1000 to the power 0, it is also 1. So power 0 of any number, any value, anything, it is always 1. This is known as the power 0 law. And last one, we have root law of index. Root law of index is defined like this. Look here now. This is the root of order n. But we say this is the root of the order n. What is there inside this radical sign? It is known as the radicand, and this is known as the order. So while removing this root, this order always goes to divide the power of the radicand. That is m divided by n. Look here, or x to the power m upon n also we can write. This is known as the root law of index. I give you one example. If we have cube root of 27, look at now. So what is its value? Cube root of 27 is it is 3 cube. Let's say it is a cube root of 64. 64, it is 4 cube. So this can be written as 4 to the power 3 upon 3. 3 cancels, so it gives 1. So this 3 goes to divide this 3. Order goes to divide the power of the radicand. Don't forget it. This is known as the root law of index. So after knowing these laws, basic laws of indices, now we have a very short question here. Some very short questions. 1 mark question in exam. Like, what is our first question? Express a to the power m into a to the power n as a single base. A to the power m into a to the power n. So here you can see that we have the same base. A to the power m into a to the power n. Product form, same base. So we know that according to product law of index, a to the power m plus n, and the same base powers are added together according to their sign. Now number 2, what is the value of 3 to the power 3s to the power 0? This is zero power law. If anything has the power 0, its value is always 1. Finish. And 3 number, x to the power m minus n into x to the power n minus m. We have the same base here, x. Product form, powers are added together. So x to the power m minus n plus n minus m. So while adding the powers on the same base, we add the power according to their sign. If there is minus sign, we write minus sign. If there is plus sign, we write the plus sign. This m is positive, n is negative, n positive, n negative. Now this plus m minus n plus n cancel. It gives x to the power 0 and its value is always 1. Something to the power 0, it is 1. This is number 3. Similarly, we have number 4. To find the value a plus b to the power 0 plus 1 to the power p. A plus b whole power 0, its value is 1. And we know that any power of 1, it is 1. So its value is 2. So please remember this. Any power of 1, 1 to the power 0, 1 to the power 2, it is 1 into 1, it is also 1. So 1 to the power 3, 1 into 1 into 1, it is also 1. So any power of 1, it is 1. And this number 5, I am doing here. We have to find the product. B to the f to the power b minus c into f to the power c minus a into f to the power a minus b. Here also we have the same base f's and it is the product form. So we know that when multiplying on the same base, the product form, the powers are added together as to the power b minus c according to their sign, c minus a plus a minus b. This plus b minus b cancel, minus c plus c cancel, minus a plus a cancel, it gives x to the power 0 is equal to 1. So these are the very short question, 1 mark questions which can be asked in the exam. So from the next class, we'll solve 2 marks question, short type of question and long type of questions as well. Okay, thank you, bye bye.